Welcome everybody to our daily recap. Today is Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. And here we're going to go over, this is a pre-market play. This is around 6:10 a.m. And I find a really good setup here. I got my green on the 30 second, green on the 1 minute, and then I have a green on my 60, and then I have a yellow on my 15 and a yellow on my 5. Now the reason why I got into this thing is because you kind of see a pattern here where, you know, we have a push up, a little dip, pull back here, and then another push up, and then we're kind of like in this dip territory here. We can kind of see the stock has pulled back. It has found some support here, and it's showing an uptrend pattern on the candlesticks. And so I'm going to do a nominal strategy where enter in on the 30, and then my 1 is on the same page. And so as long as my 1's on the same page, I'll do a nominal strategy entry on the 30 here. And so let's go ahead and hit play here. And you'll see I bring out my order to buy 4, and then we get filled there, and I get my green stop loss here. I'm looking for this green stop loss line on the 30 to push up here, and I'm also want this 1 minute to push up as well. And so I do give it some space to pull back here. I will take a loss if we start trading, starts to hook over here. So we're looking for that pattern as well on the candlesticks here. And so you'll kind of see that it does pull back a bit here. Let me kind of speed this up so I can see it a lot faster. And I think at one point I was like down $25. Yeah, $20 there. And you know, I do have 4 contracts here, and my stop, in my head, I was like, okay. And this is what I learned is like, I need to put those stop losses in and not just kind of have a stop loss in my head saying, hey, if I'm down $30, I'm out. And so that was my plans. My strategy was in my head was, hey, you know, if I go down $30, I'll exit. So here we get that 30 second to push up, and our 1 minute still strong as well. And we get a really nice push here to the upside. And another great learning that I learned here is to make sure I put my stop loss in a lot tighter. You'll see here we start trading up in like the $50 range, and we're also getting close to this top of this channel here. So we get that big push here to the top. We also get a big push to the 5. You know, we're coming up to this resistance here, these highs here. A lot of times these are selling points for a lot of other traders, and so we need to be jumping on board with that. So I put my stop loss here, and I only put my stop loss up like 10 ticks, I think. And so that was another mistake as well, was maybe put it a lot more closer. And so, yep, I got stopped out right there. It just started to hook over here because, like I said, you know, we're trading at these highs here, and this is a point where a lot of retail traders, or a lot of all the other traders, take profits. So here's another trade that I got into here. You know, we're trading at this bottom of this channel here, and one thing is we're yellow everywhere. This one here, I made a mistake. I got in trying to, you know, anticipate this move here. I wasn't patient enough for this 30 and this 1 to go green here. Like, this should be my exit. I mean, we're yellow here to the upside. We're yellow here. Oh, never mind. It went in our favor. I thought I was going to get hammered on that one. But this one actually went in our favor, luckily. And yeah, it just popped up like that. Not much. Usually around 6:30. This is when a lot of volume comes in here, so this is why you see a push here. But it's just with one contract. You know, we're up 7 ticks, and I put a stop loss in there, and it gets stopped out. So anytime I see something push a lot higher, a lot faster, it's you might as well just put in those stop losses sooner, because those tend to pull back and do lots of crazy stuff. So just remember, you know, if there's a crazy move, and it's not normal, a lot of times, you know, you gotta stop. And so, yeah, this continues to push up here. Let's see if we can, I try to get in for another, you know, surge to the top here, trying to catch something. We got green here, but yeah, this was a horrible, this one here, I probably got a little bit too, finger on the trigger happy. And then I start to do something really silly. I start picking up share more contracts on the way down. This is something I highly recommend you do not do here. So I start picking up more contracts here. And as you can see here, this thing is just getting wild, buck wild, crazy volatility. So I got 2 contracts now. Try to put in more. I'm trying to anticipate. Like, this is all anticipation here. You know, I'm like, hey man, this thing has been trading lows. You know, this thing should have a good push to the upside. I got my finger on the trigger here in the right hand corner, and we do go green for a bit here. Let's see. Yep, does the nice push here. I got really lucky on this one here with, you know, green. And yeah, I highly recommend this, you know, trying to load up on this thing here. I believe I try to get out here. Let's see if I do get out. I'm like messing around with this thing. This thing's taking, like this here, I wasted time trying to get an exit here. I just close it out. I'm like, you know, I got to get out. I'll put a stop loss in there. Yeah. Hey there, I got stopped out. Yeah, that one was not a good execution as well. This is, I mean, I highly recommend you guys record your trades as well and go over your day, because I've been learning a lot by watching the way I trade. I'm like, why the heck are you doing that? So, yeah, I got stopped out there, and then this thing just kind of pushes the highs here and continues to go higher. All right, so here's my next play here. I put a sell stop because, you know, we're trading at the top of the channel again. We're coming back down. We're at the top of the channel on the 5 of well. It's been like hitting the top of the channel and coming down, hitting the top, coming down. So I'm like, hey, let me try to catch a play here where it hits the top. It's coming down. You know, we got yellow. Again, another mistake here. Trying to anticipate the move. This thing's going wild. I have 3 contracts as well. And this one is luck. I do end up winning this trade, but I win it by luck here. Let's see. Yep, I'm like got finger on the trigger here, ready to close this position out. I need to have, I mean, my buy stop is way up there. That's way too high there. It needs to be a little bit lower here. Yeah, so this thing's fluctuates like crazy. Yeah, you can see I'm up. They see it down like $40. I'm like, you know, we should hit here and head back down. Holding on. I mean, we got green here. And I'm still holding on to this trade. This is not a smart move on my end here. I'm learning a lot by kind of recapping my day here and going over the trades. Very, very risky. Very risky here, holding on to this trade. We do a yellow. We are trading sideways. You know, I'm hoping we can play out this pattern here where we go up, trade sideways for a bit, and then head back down. And finger on the trigger there, buy stop. I think in my head I was like, you know, if I go negative 50, you know, it's okay. You know, but nope, got to protect the gains here. Look at that. I mean, we almost get super close to my buy stop order. And just waited patiently, and this thing continues to head down. All right, so here we go. It's finally, you know, breaking down here and getting really, really close to my entry here. We're green now. I'm like, okay, we need a trend switch. We need to see a downtrend here. It's looking weak here. All right, so there's our surge to the downside there. You know, I'm up 18, 20 bucks here, up 6 ticks. Looking for an exit. Got the finger on the trigger there, my mouse, just kind of waiting. So we got a downtrend there. It starts to surge up like that, so I take my exit. Just a really, really fast trade like that. All right, guys, this is where I give most of my money back. This was the horrible trade here. You know, I try to you know, see if this thing's gonna break new highs here, because we've got green, and this was green. And so I'm thinking here, hey, our 5, our 15, and our 60 are strong to the upside. Let me just use this time here to start accumulating contracts here, because I know this thing is going to probably push to the upside. However, you know, we've got the bottom stronger time frames pretty strong to the upside. However, my 1 and my 30 were not on the same page. My biggest takeaway here is to accumulate. Yes, accumulate. But accumulate when we get the reset. It's better to just kind of wait to the reset. And don't be accumulating on downtrend and yellow here with the hook. We got the candlesticks going up. We got the hook here. I mean, I get lucky here. It does push up, but it doesn't last long. It just touches that stop loss line and starts to hook back down. Anyway, let me fast forward this, see if we can. Yeah, it goes down. I'm still trying to accumulate more. I'm like adding to my position here because I'm trying to catch the bounce. My this here is yellow on the 5 should have been my exit. Should have took my $100 loss right there. Just held on too long here, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me just buy more. Big mistake there. So I'm accumulating more contracts here and more, and I'm just getting hammered. I mean, this thing's even pushing down pretty hard as well. And I'm trying to grab more contracts. I'm like, hey, man, this thing's surging down pretty fast. Hopefully we can get another surge back to the upside. We're down 22, 24 ticks with 8, 9 contracts, $200 down, giving back all the hard work that I put in before this trade, trying to get trying to recuperate my funds here, hit my 10 contract max here because that's my max I can get is 10 contracts. And I'm like, hey, this thing's got to bounce. We're trading at the lows, and we need a nice little bounce recovery here, and let's kind of watch what happens here. We end up going negative 300. I mean, this thing was ugly. I ended up putting a stop loss here and getting stopped out. I want to show you guys the ugly trades, and so you guys can learn from my mistakes. Yeah, guys, there it is. Get the stop out. Down $300 before the market even opened. So I'm licking my wounds by now. I don't want this video to get too long here, but hopefully these recaps helping out because it's helping me out a lot, seeing the mistakes I'm making and just got to get better. And so we'll see you guys tomorrow.